Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Roots of Islam channel. What if in a land celebrated for its ancient churches, its revered Christian heritage and its rugged independent spirit, another deep-rooted faith has quietly thrived for centuries, shaping its culture and contributing to its unique tapestry? Can a nation at the crossroads of empires become a living testament to profound religious diversity, where the minarets rise alongside the church spires, telling a forgotten story of resilience, integration, and the enduring power of faith? Imagine a country often perceived through a singular historical lens, revealing layers of a vibrant, diverse religious landscape. Today we journey to Georgia, a land of captivating beauty and complex history, to uncover the hidden narrative of its Muslim community. Georgia, a jewel nestled at the crossroads of Eastern Europe and Western Asia, is a land of breathtaking contrasts. From the majestic snow-capped peaks of the Caucasus Mountains to the sun-drenched beaches of the Black Sea, its landscapes are as diverse as its history. For centuries, this strategic geographical position has made Georgia a coveted prize for empires and a melting pot of cultures, religions, and civilizations. Its national identity is deeply intertwined with its Orthodox Christian heritage, manifest in the ancient frescoed churches perched on remote mountain slopes and the vibrant religious festivals that punctuate the calendar. The Georgian spirit is fiercely independent, forged through centuries of defending its unique identity against powerful invaders. It is a land where tradition holds sway, where hospitality is paramount, and where history whispers from every cobblestone. Yet woven into this rich tapestry of Christian heritage is another profound thread: Islam. The story of Islam in Georgia is not merely a footnote, but a significant chapter, often overlooked, that spans over a millennium. Its roots trace back to the 7th and 8th centuries CE, coinciding with the rapid expansion of the Islamic Caliphate into the vast, untamed territories of the Caucasus region. This was not solely a story of military conquest, it was also a tale of burgeoning trade routes that connected the vibrant markets of the Islamic world with the fledgling economies of Europe. Arab traders, scholars, and settlers began to establish communities in major Georgian cities like Tbilisi and along critical trade arteries, bringing with them not just goods but also new ideas, scientific knowledge, and the tenets of their faith. Mosques, rudimentary at first, began to appear, serving as spiritual anchors for these burgeoning Muslim populations. The Islamic influence intensified significantly during the 16th to 18th centuries, a period when the mighty Ottoman Empire and the powerful Persian Khanate exerted considerable control over various parts of Georgia. In regions such as Ajara, a picturesque coastal area, and Samtskhe Javakheti in the southwest, as well as parts of Kabimoko-Kartli in the southeast, Islam became deeply rooted, shaping the local culture, architecture, and social structures. These areas saw significant conversions, and mosques became central to community life, reflecting a unique fusion of Islamic and Georgian traditions. Families in these regions adopted Islamic names, celebrated Eid, and maintained their faith through generations, even as political winds shifted. The resilience of these Muslim communities was further tested under the subsequent rule of the Russian Empire, which often pursued policies aimed at Russification and Orthodox Christianization, and later during the oppressive atheist decades of the Soviet Union. Under Soviet rule, religious practice of all kinds was severely suppressed. Mosques were repurposed or destroyed, and religious education was banned. Yet through clandestine gatherings, oral traditions, and an unwavering commitment, Georgian Muslims managed to preserve their faith, passing it down from one generation to the next, often in the quiet secrecy of their homes. This enduring spirit, this quiet perseverance against overwhelming odds, is a testament to the profound depth of their faith and their determination to protect their unique religious and cultural identity within the broader Georgian narrative. Today, the Muslim community in Georgia stands as a testament to this historical resilience. While Georgia is predominantly Orthodox Christian, a 2014 report by the State Agency for Religious Issues, SARA, estimated the Muslim population to be between 300,000 and 500,000, constituting a significant 10 to 12% of the total population. This is not merely an immigrant population, it includes vibrant, long-standing indigenous Georgian Muslim communities, particularly in Ajara, who have woven their faith into the very fabric of Georgian life for centuries. Consider the Akhmedovs, a hypothetical family from the mountainous region of Ajara. Their lineage traces back over 4 centuries, their ancestors having embraced Islam during the Ottoman era. Old man Suleiman Akhmedov, with his weathered hands and eyes that hold the wisdom of generations, recalls tales passed down from his grandfather about secret prayers during Soviet times, of the community gathering in hushed tones in hidden rooms, keeping the flame of faith alive. His grandson Omar, a sharp young architect educated in Tbilisi, now balances his professional aspirations with his devotion, attending Friday prayers at the local mosque and actively participating in youth Islamic programs. Their story is a microcosm of the enduring strength of Islam in Georgia. However, the journey for Georgian Muslims has not been without its challenges. One of the most persistent hurdles has been the legal status and funding of mosques. Historically, many mosques were either confiscated during the Soviet era or fell into disrepair. The process of reclaiming these properties or obtaining permits to build new ones has often been fraught with bureaucratic hurdles and land disputes. Imagine the frustration of a community in a small village pooling their meager resources only to face years of paperwork and opposition to get permission for a new mosque. Funding remains a significant issue. As a minority faith, Muslim communities often struggle to secure the necessary funds for maintenance, renovation, and the construction of new, modern facilities, especially when compared to the well-established financial structures supporting the majority church. Beyond legal and financial battles, subtle forms of discrimination and misunderstanding can also exist. A young Muslim woman wearing a hijab might face curious stares in conservative areas, or a Muslim professional might encounter unspoken biases in certain sectors. These are not always overt acts of hostility, but rather the quiet friction of different cultural and religious norms interacting. Yet it is within these challenges that the strength of the community truly shines. Crucially, the Georgian government has largely played a positive role in navigating this complex religious landscape. The State Agency for Religious Issues, SARA, is generally committed to maintaining tolerance and diversity. They actively promote policies aimed at fostering religious harmony and safeguarding the rights of minority faiths. Interfaith dialogue initiatives are becoming increasingly prevalent, bringing together Muslim, Orthodox Christian, Jewish, and other religious leaders. Imagine a Dialogue for Harmony conference in Tbilisi, where an imam shares a platform with a priest and a rabbi, discussing shared values and ways to combat extremism, building bridges of understanding through respectful exchange. These efforts aim to promote mutual understanding and ensure that Georgia's rich multicultural heritage remains a source of strength, not division. The Muslim community in Georgia, far from being passive recipients of government policies, is remarkably active and organized. Numerous Muslim organizations are at the forefront of promoting educational, cultural, and social activities that strengthen their community's position in society. Education is paramount. Quranic schools operate across the country, often in makeshift classrooms, teaching children and adults the foundations of their faith and the beauty of the Arabic language. Islamic studies centers for youth-run programs that blend traditional religious education with contemporary challenges, fostering a new generation of informed and engaged Georgian Muslims. Culturally, these organizations actively preserve and celebrate Islamic heritage. Imagine vibrant Islamic art exhibitions showcasing intricate calligraphy and geometric patterns, or Sufi music evenings that draw appreciative crowds, transcending religious boundaries. Eid festivals become grand community celebrations, open to all, offering a glimpse into the joyous traditions of Islam. Social welfare initiatives are also central. Food drives for the needy, support for orphans, and community cohesion programs that strengthen the bonds within Muslim neighborhoods. For instance, Fatima, a young, energetic community leader in Batumi, runs a successful youth program that teaches coding alongside Quran memorization, demonstrating how traditional values can seamlessly integrate with modern Georgian life. Perhaps one of the most visible indicators of the Muslim community's growth and increasing confidence is the renaissance of mosque development across Georgia. From the ancient Ottoman-era mosques that stand as silent witnesses to centuries of history, to sleek, modern architectural marvels, mosques are not merely places of worship. They are vibrant community hubs equipped with libraries, educational wings, and youth facilities. These new mosques are symbols of hope and unity, embodying a growing sense of belonging and integration. They are spaces where Georgian Muslims can pray, learn, socialize, and express their identity freely and proudly. Furthermore, robust international cooperation has significantly contributed to strengthening the religious and social foundations of the Muslim community in Georgia. Financial and intellectual assistance from Islamic organizations in neighboring countries like Turkey and Azerbaijan, as well as from Gulf states, has been instrumental. This support goes beyond mere monetary aid. It involves collaborative projects for the renovation of historical mosques, the construction of new ones, and the development of comprehensive religious education programs. This international solidarity underscores a shared heritage and strengthens ties within the broader Muslim Ummah, allowing Georgian Muslims to flourish while maintaining their unique national identity. The story of Islam in Georgia offers a powerful, often overlooked model for religious coexistence in a world frequently marked by religious strife and misunderstanding. It stands as a living testament that diverse faiths can not only coexist but thrive together, enriching the cultural fabric of a nation. Georgia's ongoing evolution showcases a progressive national identity that increasingly embraces and celebrates its religious diversity, moving beyond a monolithic cultural narrative to one that acknowledges and values its multifaceted heritage. The resilience of Georgian Muslim communities reflects a universal truth. Faith communities, even when in a minority, possess an inherent strength to preserve their identity, uphold their traditions, and contribute meaningfully to the broader society. Their journey highlights that true integration does not necessitate assimilation or the abandonment of one's unique identity. Instead, it fosters a respectful coexistence where distinct religious and cultural identities are seen as valuable threads weaving together a stronger, more vibrant national tapestry. The narrative of Islam in Georgia provides invaluable lessons on navigating religious pluralism with dignity, respect, and mutual understanding, serving as an inspiration for nations striving for harmony in an increasingly interconnected world. In the unfolding narrative of Islam in Georgia, several threads of controversial leadership emerge, each challenging established norms and perceptions. Firstly, the historical Islamic rulers and caliphs who expanded into Georgia represented a controversial form of leadership. Their arrival, while bringing Islam and new systems of governance, fundamentally challenged the existing Christian power structures and the centuries-old autonomy of Georgian kingdoms. This form of leadership imposed a new religious and political order, viewed controversially by those whose established power and beliefs were disrupted. Secondly, the Georgian government's current policy of active moderation and promotion of religious tolerance is a controversial form of leadership within its own borders. In a deeply rooted Orthodox Christian nation, the state's commitment to maintaining and fostering diversity and its efforts to ensure equitable treatment for all religious communities can be viewed with skepticism or opposition by ultra-conservative religious elements who might prefer a more singular, exclusively Christian national identity. This requires a delicate and often controversial balancing act by the leadership to ensure national unity amidst religious pluralism. Thirdly, the local Muslim community leaders embody a vital, yet sometimes controversial form of leadership. Individuals who actively advocate for Muslim rights, organize visible Islamic cultural events, and seek external funding for mosque development are taking on a challenging role. They are pushing for greater recognition, integration, and the assertion of Muslim identity within a dominant culture. Their leadership, by empowering their community and challenging existing societal structures or subtle prejudices, can be perceived as controversial by those resistant to change or increased pluralism. Finally, the enduring presence and continuous growth of Islam itself in a historically Christian land functions as a controversial leader. The very existence of a thriving Muslim minority continually challenges the dominant narrative of an exclusively Christian national identity. This forces a broader re-evaluation of Georgia's history and contemporary society, prompting conversations about identity, belonging, and religious freedom. The faith itself, through its followers, leads the way in carving out its space and asserting its presence, a dynamic that can be perceived as controversial by those who prefer a more homogeneous society or are resistant to evolving national identities. With that said, thanks for watching, and until the next script,